The initial focus of the documentary was the humanitarian crisis along the Arizona-Mexico border, the rising death toll. That's what motivated us to go there and start filming. And then as we were following the story, we found that there was this rising anti-illegal immigrant sentiment in Arizona, and we followed that story, and then it blew into the whole Minuteman, became a national story as well, so we covered that. And it follows, so the story covers like different aspects of what's actually happening along the Arizona-Mexico border.
No voy a tener valor. Solo de saber lo que me ha pasado, no voy a tener valor de hablar con mis hijos.
Well, I come from Bolivia. I'm living there right now, and my documentary got selected for the world competition. It's about the nightmare that Central Americans experience when they cross through Mexico in their attempt to get to the U.S. Immigrants don't want to immigrate. They don't want to immigrate. Yeah. What happens in Central America is there's so much poverty because of the wars they had, the guerrillas, and all of these guerrillas were manufactured by the U.S. government. So the U.S. government owes all these countries. They owe Central America, they owe Mexico something. If you have a free trade agreement, there's a free transportation of goods.
Exactly.
There should also be a free transportation of people.
Certain sections of the population in Mexico has become like millionaires overnight.
Exactly.
Se han dedicado a asaltar a los centroamericanos que en su paso.
People always cross, it doesn't matter whether you put water or not, they're going to cross. That is not why people are crossing. You don't cross the desert to drink water.
They met a woman who was traveling with her 2 daughters.
Right.
And they were in the south of Mexico, and 3 of them were already raped 7 times. And they would take pills not to get pregnant, and they told me they knew that we're going to continue to be raped. And they said, well, we have no other option. If we stay in Central America, we're going to die. How would you get the Minutemen to talk to you?
The whole thing about the Minutemen was to get media attention. To more border security, what they want,
So they thought that by you doing the documentary?
Exactly, yeah. They were portrayed by CNN as not as vigilantes or racists, but actually like patriots going out to defend the border. Once you criminalize the illegal immigrant,
helping them becomes a criminal act. What's going to happen with humanitarian aid? What's going to happen?
Yeah, they all become part of the crime.
What's going to happen to them?
Well, if the bill passes the way it is, they'll become criminals and they'll be indicted.
Right now, the whole conversation is like so tilted to militarization and closing down borders rather than taking a look at the bigger issue about why people are crossing the border and what is driving all these people from southern Mexico to come to work in the U.S. And the contribution these people are making to the U.S. society is completely ignored, and their voices are completely shut out of the whole discussion. So our film, hopefully, will give voice to a lot of those people as well.
I hope they can at least take another thought on how their perception on immigration, and with the idea that they do something with all these injustices happening in Mexico and in the